Gabriel Resources is a Canadian-listed company that's seeking to develop a Rosia Montana mine in Romania. Now, the Romanian Prime Minister Victor Ponta right now is choosing to and promoting to vote down development of this mine if protests have built up against the use of cyanide used in gold mining to separate metal from waste material. Here to talk about what that means for you and maybe for other mining companies is Andrew Chanin. Andrew, thanks for being back in with us.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
So let's start with Gabriel Resources first. A lot of people protesting development of this mine. I mean, do they have a case? I mean, are they right to be protesting it?
Certainly. Many of these people have been there for many years and their families go back generations. And they don't want to see their land that their family has worked on to develop agriculture for many years become polluted possibly with different additives and cyanides, as you said. And what that brings about, though, is a larger conflict where the government is actually in a place right now where they need to bring on new tax revenues. And one of the easiest ways for them to do something like this is to just sign off and allow a mining company to start producing on what is right now Europe's largest undeveloped mine, and which would also create new jobs as well as tax revenues, which is something that the government desperately needs right now.
So without getting into the weeds of Gabriel Resources here, I mean, isn't this a problem that a lot of mining companies are facing with other governments wherever they're mining? I mean, Gabriel Resources is backing from Newmont and Paulson and Company. I mean, their hands are in a lot of mines, not just Romania.
Certainly. I think they see the great potential that there is in a project such as this with a world-class resource. But this is a problem that comes to mining companies all around the globe. You must receive your environmental permits before you can actually start mining. But as problems with governments around the world where they need to increase these tax revenues, they're seeing that one of the easier ways is to start allowing these mining companies to produce and start actually contributing these reserves towards government revenues.
So investors who are looking to get into some of these junior miners, this is something that you know pretty well. How do they research or how do they go about trying to figure out whether or not to invest in a company based on the problems they may face in a certain country?
Certainly. Well, every country has their own types of rules and regulations, and having a friendly jurisdiction is one that is very important for mining companies. At the same time, some of these major undeveloped resources exist all around the world. So seeking permitting for these can actually be very profitable. However, many of these companies that do not have these permits yet due to environmental reasons have been trading at a significant discount. So it would be very interesting to see what the Romanian government decides here, and this could be a course that is paved for other companies around the globe as governments seek ways to replenish their tax revenue stream.
Sure, so it's simple research for investors. Make sure the companies that you're looking into, specifically with gold miners in general, that they are handling whatever government issues they may be facing in other countries. Andrew, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Joe.
For TheStreet, I'm Joe Doe.